I'm willing to die for this shit. I done cried for this shit. Might take a line for this shit. Put the Bible down and go out for a knife for this shit. DOT, my enemy, won't catch a vibe for this shit. Aye.
What's up, guys? Crypto Command here, coming at you with another video. Guys, earlier I made a short video explaining to you the steps to have the best trading strategy for crypto. All right, in this video I'm gonna go ahead and explain it a little bit deeper for you and show you how I became profitable. All right, for those of you who do not know, you wanna the strategy that I used in this, one of the main steps that I used to become profitable was identifying the fair value gap. All right, if you don't know what fair value gap is, I suggest you to do some heavy research, like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm going to be going into it a lot more in this channel. All right, so guys, with that being said, let's have a look at how I was profitable with this trading. All right, so first of all, guys, the first thing that I did was identify supports and resistances. All right, you can see the resistances here at the red lines. All right, you can also see the supports here at the blue lines. All right, next what I did was I identified the trend line pattern. We have an ascending trend line, an ascending triangle, right? And this pattern, it tends to break out to the lower side. Usually it has a higher percentage of doing so, and as you can see, it did. All right, now not only did I assume that I was going to break out to the downside, I also measured it. All right, I measured the breakout pattern. All right, to the upside we had a target around 89,000, right? And on the downside we had a target of around $83,500. all right, somewhere around there. Okay, so after identifying my supports and resistances, identifying my trend line pattern, measuring the breakout pattern, right? Because no one really knows, guys, if it's going to break up or down. All we can do is react. All right, after doing that, the most important step that I did was I looked for the fair value gaps. All right, guys, for those of you guys who do not know, fair value gap is basically a 3 candlestick pattern. All right, the color doesn't matter. The color doesn't matter. All right, for these candlesticks. All right, when you're looking for your fair value gap, you just want to determine whether or not there is an imbalance. All right, when I say imbalance, basically what I mean is the wicks on your candlesticks, you want them to well, if they don't overlap, then that means that there is a fair value gap. All right, so I basically looked for the 3 candlesticks. All right, let me see if we can find it here. All right, so you can see here there's a three candlesticks, 1, 2, 3. Well, actually we're gonna come up here. We see this 1, 2, and 3. All right, green, red, green. Now the pattern, the color didn't really matter, right? But I was able to tell that this was a bearish signal. All right, so you see this box here. This box is identifying a zone, right, where these candlesticks and their wicks did not overlap. All right, so you see a wick here, you see a wick up here, right? You see a wick down here, right? You see a wick here. All right, and it created this space, which I highlighted with the box. All right, I made the box red. All right, because I realized that this was a bearish pattern. All right, after identifying the fair value gap, guys, I immediately put in a short. Okay, in doing so, it turned out that I was correct, right? And the pattern began to break out to the downside. Okay, with it breaking out to the downside, guys, I eventually made, by the end of the day, I eventually was able to make a 1.75% target, resulting in me making about $154, $157, something like that. All right, guys. So basically, again, what you want to do, guys, identify your supports, identify your resistances, look for the trend line pattern, measure the breakout, and then the most important step is identifying the fair value gap. All right, and that's what I have here with these boxes of the fair value gap. You can see it's still breaking out to the downside, but I've already hit my take profit for today at 1.75%. All right, guys, so this is how I made my profit today. All right, guys, with that being said, make sure you're following these steps, guys. This is probably one of my best trading strategies yet, and so I'm going to be doing this strategy a lot more in order to make some a little bit more garush, a little bit more money, right? I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope you picked something up. I hope you took your notes, guys. Again, look for the fair value gap. All right, the fair value gap. All right. Make sure you guys like, comment, and subscribe. I'm going to be going a lot more into detail on this in future videos, guys. And with that being said, I'm Crypto Komet. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Peace out.
I'm willing to die for this shit. I done cried for this shit. Might take a life for this shit. Put the Bible down and go out for a knife for this shit. DOT, my enemy, won't catch a vibe for this shit. Ayy, I've been stumped out in front of my mama. My daddy commissary made it to commas. Bitch, all my grandma's dead, so ain't nobody praying for me. I'm on your head. Ayy, 30 millions later, know the feds watching. Auntie on my telegram like me, gosh. Then I don't do it for the gram, I do it for Compton. I'm willing to die for this shit, nigga. I take your fucking life for this shit, nigga. We ain't going back to broke, family selling dope. That's why you many ass rap niggas better know. If I gotta slap a pussy ass nigga, I'ma make it look sexy. If I gotta go hard on a bitch, I'ma make it look sexy. I pull up, hop out, arrow, made it look